Meh, I just wanted to come on and do a test.
Sosa buries it in the ground to Riley.
Sosa buries it.
And 7 in a row set down for Chris Sale. He is cruising, and the Braves are on top 4-0.
Braves are on top 4-0. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Commercial soap.
Luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense. If you're an independent agent,
Yeah,
Game night Friday. You win?
Summer's here. And with a new Toyota, you can go here. What's that? Here. Woo! And here.
Right now, lease the new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places. What if you could not only feel better, but feel better than ever? Home Health helps men like you boost energy, strength, libido, and weight loss. And you'll work with a dedicated physician to create a personalized, proactive plan. Treatment is delivered to your home, helping you reduce
and folks,
while confidently
long-term health. It's just a test. So tomorrow when I go live, I can make sure everything, all the sound works. Yeah, the same team is going to be playing tomorrow. But they play Boston. Braves are doing good. They're up 4-0. It's about to show the screen, Kenneth. By choice. Just a little over 40,000 people there at Citizens Bank Park. This is the third and final game of this series.
Luke Williams replaced Nick Allen, so his first plate appearance here tonight.
Strike right there.
4 runs.
To Williams.
He had only allowed 4 runs in his last 5 starts. But he gave up 4 runs after 4 straight hits, including the Albies homer, to change the complexion of this ballgame.
No, he did not go.
Two and one here to Williams.
2-1 here to Williams.
And how about this pitch count right now at 75 through 4+ innings? That is good news as well here for the Atlanta Braves. Zach Wheeler has the most innings pitched in baseball going back to 2023, including the postseason. It's kind of one of the few concerns surrounding him. Obviously, the arm looks really good, even as you mentioned, he's going to be 35 years old. But there was a lot of mileage on Zach Wheeler's arm.
And that 35th birthday tomorrow. This is not the early birthday present he was hoping for, but good things for the Atlanta Braves, that's for sure. And that pitch count climbs here as he works a full count.
Pitch count climbs.
And he has been through at least a minimum of 6 innings in every start but 1 this year. So it's not as if they've been a little bit careful. They continue to push him again. He's been great and pitching like an ace.
His former teammate Luke Williams hits it out to right center, and Rojas brings it in. Our Xfinity game changer here this evening is Ronald Acuna Jr. The last 162 games that Ronald has played in, and the numbers, as you would expect, are sensational. The Braves have won 103 of those games.
which is also incredible. Essentially, you're looking at that as like a full season.
Oh, yeah. I gotta set that one up. Yeah, thank you for reminding me about that, Kenneth.
Before that second ACL injury for Ronald.
Okay. Let me take this out of 3D, and then we'll go to this. Boop, boop, boop.
Not Ronald. He is not wearing the same gear on the same day when you have two games. It was all red. The batting gloves, the elbow pad, the knee pad, shin pad.
Got to be color coordinated, right? Had the red jersey on earlier today, so he went with that, and now the lighter blue to go with the navy.
Yeah, good contrast there.
Would have been ball 4. Ronald tried to stop, but couldn't. And now the count full at 3-2. Wheeler trying to get Ronald for a third time. Ronald fouls off that sweeper.
Fouled off that sweeper.
So back towards us, landing down and to our right, still 3-2. Ronald does have 4 homers in his career.
Ronald has 4 homers.
And here he'll take his base. There's a 3-2 fastball, misses outside.
And as good as Wheeler has been third time through the order, well, things haven't gone nearly as well for him. 273 batting average against the OPS is up over 800. You see the pitch count there now at 86. First 2 times he's been down 177, 143. But the only time he has really run into trouble has been third time through where we are right now.
And falling behind Baldwin here, 2-0.
Well, wondered about Ronald and the potential to run. Wheeler very difficult to run against. He's not yielded a stolen base yet this year.
And the catcher with the best pop time in baseball, which has been the case for several seasons back there at JT Realmuto.
And he's still got the good arm, too. The combination of both the catchers here with Realmuto and Marchand have thrown very well this season.
Baldwin cuts at the curveball to even the count. This next pitch will put him over 90. And he gets Baldwin. 6 strikeouts and 2 away here in the top.
6 Ks.
This might be the best split that we've seen so far tonight from Zach Wheeler. Remember, Ozzie hit a split out. He hung it over the plate. Got one that moved it.
Hey, Kenneth, I just
Zach Wheeler
Hey,
making his
Kenneth, I just,
31st career start against the Braves here tonight. His first one
did the
came
NASCAR
all the way back
voice.
for the Mets.
I'm just gonna
His
verify
debut was
that
at Turner Field
channel
12 years ago. Special for him, obviously, as the kid who grew up in the Atlanta area cheering for the Braves. He and his wife Dominique and their kids, they still live in the Atlanta area in the offseason. Broken back for Ozuna, another one. He had one last time and got a hit out of it. This time he flies to Rojas. We're halfway home.
Halfway home.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with black, white, and dented all over.
No comment.
I give up.
The company truck. Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto
Yeah, I agree.
without any hassle.
Lucky for you. That's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go here. You're done. Here. Woo! And here.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Your summer starts here, and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
The average dog only goes through 10. That's 10 first days. 10 first summer swims.
I'll be right back.
At the farmer's dog,
Kenneth.
we don't think that's long enough. That's why our freshly
But you keep an eye on the chat, okay?
Because a dog at a healthy weight can live longer, happier life.
Whoa, tonight's doing a pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day. Pound of wood a day.
At Hostile Citizens Bank Park, Chris Sales looking like a Cy Young Award winner from a year ago. It is hard to believe that a month ago, Chris said he was as frustrated as he had ever been in his career. We talked about it throughout the struggles. The arm angle, the fastball wasn't quite as effective. Well, after his last start against San Diego, guys, Chris was asked, what was it that got him back on track this year? And he gave credit to a number of people, including Rick Kranitz, Grant Holmes, Spencer Schwellenbach, and they really went to work investigating where his arm angle was, the way the ball was coming out of his hand, what he could do to get back to that 2024 form. And Chris gave a lot of praise to Grant and Spencer, especially for handling some of the technology, some of the things that go a little over his head, but that really helped him lock back in. And look, Chris mentioned last year there were times where he didn't throw a single bullpen between starts, but in April this year, he said he got on the mound a couple times between starts where he made 3 bullpen sessions between starts. So he worked really hard, and now he's back thanks to the help of some teammates.
That is typical Chris Sale, right? Where he will deflect any of the credit to himself and give it to his teammates. You hear all the time about how folks will talk about what a great teammate he is, one of the best that they have ever been around. But he's put the work in, that arm angle has come back up, and we have once again seen that really good version of Chris Sale.
And there were some people wondering, hey, is something wrong after those first 4 starts for that 6.63 ERA? But whatever doubts and concerns there were, those have quickly gone by the wayside. He's got 6 strikeouts tonight, only given up 2 hits so far to the Phillies.
And a lot of different things that went into that conversation. The fastball velocity was one of them. He was sitting more on average, 92, 93, 94, where we've seen him averaging 96 miles an hour each of his last 5 starts on that 4-seam fastball.
Two to Weston Wilson. Wilson gets enough of the 96-mile-per-hour heater to keep the at-bat going.
You know, Scoochie, to follow up on that fastball velocity we've seen here recently from Chris, he's averaging 96 miles per hour in his heater so far in the month of May. That would be his highest single-month average since August of 2018.
They're pretty incredible. Oh, thought he might get that call. And that same with that start at Fenway. And he mentioned that there was some extra adrenaline going against Crochet back at Fenway, but that was the highest fastball velocity in a single game in 6 or 7 years for him.
Yeah, it was pretty special to see. Of course, adrenaline will always take you over the top just a little bit more.
Now it goes fouled out to Austin Riley. Wilson, the backup outfielder, getting the start here tonight. Game 2 of the doubleheader. 8th pitch of the at-bat. And Wilson earns a walk. That borderline call that didn't go Sale's way, and then that slider missed down and in. Before that walk, Sale had retired 7 in a row. And now here's Stock. Swinging at the 0-1 and sending it out to Verdugo. And Wilson back to first base. A message right here from Georgia. Drive Chevy.
The 2025 Chevy Equinox, starting at $29,995. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Ninth batter in the order, Johan Rojas, making his 30th start of the season, all out at center field. Did you see that story with him and the Rockies security when they were out there on the last road trip?
Rojas?
Yeah. It was during batting practice. He wasn't in uniform yet. He went into the stands to take a phone call, and then security wouldn't let him back on the field. They didn't think he was a player, so Zach Wheeler went over and said, "Hey, he plays for us." And then they said, "Oh, okay, well, you can go down on the field now." But Rojas thought he might have to watch it from the bleachers there at Coors Field. Slider at the knees, 1-2. Sale kicks and deals, and it's fouled away. And it remains 1-2 here to Johan Rojas. Sale 2,498 strikeouts now, so he's 2 away from 2,500. When he gets there, he'll be just the 40th pitcher in Major League history to hit that mark. He's trying to get Rojas for 2,499 here. But Rojas is fighting up there. Three foul balls and a 1-2 count. Here we go again. This one in play. Ozzy will have to hurry. If Rojas runs really well, but they do get it.
Well, first one of the night, it was a changeup there from Chris Sale. A good job here by Ozzy on a quick exchange to just barely get Rojas.
So the changeup is back.
Not dead yet.
No, that's
So
not
why not?
true.
You got a guy fouling off a bunch of your fastballs. Mix it up a little bit. Good to know he still has the confidence to throw that pitch.
Back to the slider.
I wonder about that, right? When you get into those deeper at bats and you feel like you just want to show somebody something different than one of these hitters, but you're only throwing those 2 pitches. Will the temptation be there? Remember, he's not going to shake out Drake Baldwin. Drake thought it was a good time to go ahead and use that changeup for the first time in 3 starts.
And these Phillies hitters know, right? They know the scouting report.
They look at the trends. Everybody's prepared for it. They throw it out there. It's not to say that it's a definite they won't see one, but it's almost something you put out of your mind. And that's impressive. Again, he hadn't thrown one in a game in 3 starts, and he executed a really good one there to Rojas.
Only the second time tonight that Philadelphia's had a runner at second base. That slider comes in, and did it hit Turner?
Yes.
Yeah. They're going to send Wilson back to second base. I figured with Turner's reaction it did, but there was no signal initially.
I think there was a check to see whether or not he offered at this pitch. I don't think he did. But you're going to see it right off the top of his right foot. It's close. I'll tell you what. That check swing was pretty close.
Trey Turner says he's fine. He's going to stay in over there at first base. Kyle Schwarber, one of the fan favorites here, 0 for 2 today. We're talking about him being in his walk here. Schwarber declined the offseason extension proposal, but GM Preston Mattingly, Don Mattingly's son, said last week the team still considers an extension to be a top priority. We'll ultimately see what happens between the Phillies and Schwarber.
They have some really tough decisions to make, and they've spent a lot of money here in Philadelphia, but between Kyle Schwarber, JT Realmuto, Ranger Suarez, Romano's been really good for them. These are all guys that could be free agents at the end of the season.
Now Sale falling behind here 3-0, and the bottom of the 5th is suddenly getting a little tricky.
This one looked pretty good, just off the plate though, with that slider.
And slider does catch the corner. This crowd here at Citizens Bank Park wants to erase that goose egg against Sale with their team down 4-0. And now they've got the bases loaded. And they've done it without a hit. 2 walks and a hit by pitch here in the 5th.
And a perfect time for Rick Kranitz to come out and give Chris Sale a little bit of a reset, right? The hit by pitch, you mentioned the walk. By the way, that 3-0 slider that we saw from Chris Sale, that's the first one he has thrown in the 3-0 count all year. And that probably, I'd say, not kind of a red flag, but just I'm sure that caught Crane's attention a little bit. So they just want to get him right back on track.
Not more than 16 pitches in any inning until this 25-pitch 5th and counting. Big spot for Alec Bohm. '98 Sale bumping it up there. Foul back 0-1. Alec Bohm was an all-star last year, but faded toward the end of the season. Trying to pick it back up here this year. 0-2, 97 that time for Sale.
Talk about these moments for Chris Sale, and you can see him getting locked in. Back-to-back strikes there after the hit by pitch and the walk, and really good velocity with elevated fastballs.
Deep breath for the lefty. Here we go. Slider low and away. One ball and 2 strikes. A lot of foul balls here in this bottom of the 5th against Chris Sale. Another 1-2. Ground ball to short. Williams to first. And he makes the play. And they will leave him loaded. It is 4-0 Atlanta after 5.
And little nights where the dreams come alive. It's so hard now, just survive the ride. In the dirty south where the money stacks high. Living large, playing large, preaching for the sky. Welcome to the city. We go home. Welcome to the city. We go home.
Well, the Phillies loaded the bases, but Chris Sale gets out of it on the ground ball to short, so it's still 4-0 as we head here to the 6th inning.
Last time around with Matt Olson, it started that string of the 3 consecutive extra base hits. Only the second time that has happened this season for the Atlanta Braves.
Let's start a new streak there. 96 from Wheeler, swing and a miss. Wheeler, 94 pitches.
Looks like the Phillies are about to get somebody up in the bullpen, which would make sense based on his pitch count.
All 4 runs in that 4th inning. That action in the bullpen is Hernandez, the right-hander, is losing it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The former 6 overall pick back in 2009, Zach Wheeler, ready to deal his 98th pitch of the night. And Matt Olson sends it the other way. Wilson over, and he's got it. Here's a quick message from Zaxby's.
Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. We're gonna need more napkins. Who's got the sauce?
Riley got the scoring started for Atlanta in that 4th inning. The 2 RBI double that bounced right down the third base line.
Strike percentage tonight, by chance?
I'm going to go with 60%.
Pretty close.
He's over 100 now. You mentioned the innings pitched. He's an Iron Man. Usually just like a guy that clocks into work every day. That's Wheeler every 5 days for the Phillies. But he gives up a 4-pitch walk here to Riley with 1 out of the 6.
Interesting here now for Thompson. We have seen the action in the bullpen. You got a guy who took it deep last time in a 4-pitch walk, and so you know the end is near. He is going to let Zach Wheeler face Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie hit it over the right field wall into the front row. And that was the 4th consecutive hit for the Braves in that inning, and that is what they have. 4 hits. They all came in a row there in the 4th off of Wheeler. Outside of that, 3 walks, but no other hits for the Braves. Big swing from Ozzie. This is what the homer looked like, our T-Mobile coverage cam.
He jumped on a first pitch split finger that sat right in the middle of the plate. And once again, Ozzie all over an off-speed pitch. That one 345 feet away from home plate. Or 60 feet shorter than the flyout that Michael Harris had in first, and he hit that one at 405 feet.
There have been quite a few balls that have gone to the 401 sign in center and just died out there right in front of that short wall. Here to Ozzie. He walks another one. Well, Rob Thompson has said he does not like to go out there mid-inning to get Zach Wheeler, but he's in a spot right now at 107 pitches where I think he's going to have to. Look at that. First 4 starts here at this ballpark this season, 2 walks, and after those last 2, he now has 4 free passes tonight, and he is pulled from the game in the 6th inning.
This is the best Chipotle order. I would like a bowl.
Triple wrap.
Mild, medium,
Then dip it in here.
sour cream inside, then in red. Tortillas, if you know, you know. Lettuce, cheese.
Yes.
Oh, that is the NASCAR Prime at Nashville Super Speedway. Music City, baby. Let me play you my favorite song. Rewind Racing and a guitar if you want. Would you smash it? The only way you can smash it is the wheel on the right.
Here we go. Junior out here. Take you out, take you out.
NASCAR on Prime.
Stream Nashville Sunday. NASCAR gets on Prime. Start your 30-day free trial. signing, Ace of all trades isn't just good. We're the greatest of all time when it comes to quality, reliability, and craftsmanship exterior work. Roofing, siding, gutters. If it's outside of your home, go get it done right. Let's just ask the goat ourselves. See, even the goat. AOAT Extreme.com.
If you guys are not tomorrow, I'm going to so many concerts and football games. Getting the tickets.
4-0 Atlanta here in the 6th. Atlanta, the ultimate baseball hotspot. You can be a part of the excitement of Capital One All-Star Village, Saturday, July 12th to the 15th. Cop Galleria is where you go for all the fun, entertainment, and games. Buy your tickets now. AllStarGame.com is where you can get them. Really turned into a beautiful night here in Philadelphia, made even more beautiful by the fact that the Braves are on top 4-0. That Wheeler has left the game, and now it's on to Hernandez and the bullpen.
And you can see a low strikeout rate, just under 18%. The walk rate, 12 walks for him so far in his 19 2/3. That is also high. 14 fastball, sits at 97. Slider, knuckle, curveball, split, all in there for Hernandez.
Phillies claimed him off waivers the final week of spring training. He had been with the Royals for the entirety of his career prior. And now he's pitching to Verdugo here in the 6th inning of a 4-0 ball game. I know if Braves country had thought coming into this series, CJ, Phillies take 2 out of 3, that's not good. And certainly we didn't want that to happen. But if the Braves are able to win this game, at least you disrupt some of Phillies' momentum because they have been the hottest team in baseball.
They have, and there's also the encouragement that you're going up against one of the best starters in the National League, and you were able to get to him and knock him out of the game.
Yeah, Wheeler had that scoreless inning streak of 26 snapped in the 4th. As Verdugo pops out for the 2nd out of the inning. And then after tonight, the Braves get to go home. Now, it's not against a couple of cupcake teams. You got Boston and then Arizona, but you do get a couple of series back at Truist Park. We will be off tomorrow night. That game will be on Apple TV, and then back into your living rooms Saturday afternoon to finish off the month of May as the Braves host the Red Sox. '99 ruled the ball. 2-1 here to Harris. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. After all the rain yesterday, I think we've earned this weather here. Slow bouncer to short. Turner, he'll have to stick it in his pocket. It's going to be an infield single for Michael Harris. And the Braves have him loaded.
A smart decision there from Turner not to throw this baseball. Once you saw this second bounce right there, you knew he was not going to have enough time to get Michael.
So a chance here for Luke Williams against his former team. The 3rd-round pick by the Phillies back in 2015, debuted here in June of 21 with the Phillies against the Braves. And as we mentioned the other night, we don't like to relive this memory, but since the Braves won the World Series that year, I guess it's okay. Luke hit a walk-off homer against the Braves at his first Major League start here at this ballpark. Line drive, and that gets out into right field. Two are going to score and make it now 6-0 Atlanta in the sixth. Williams delivers.
What a great job by Luke Williams. He comes off the bench because Nick Allen leaves with the injury. He's got to face 100 miles an hour, and he's short to the baseball and slaps this the other way and picks himself up a couple of RBIs.
A great moment for Williams, one of the nicest guys you will ever be around, giving the Braves an even bigger cushion. And now Acuna with a chance with runners at the corners. Acuna lifts it in the air to center field. Rojas will find it before the warning track for the third out. But it is now 6-0 Bravos here in Philly.
You can be so focused on the minutiae of your training, Virgo, that you can forget to look at the bigger picture of the baseball season. You're here to perform at the highest level, and that can't only be achieved by putting your head down and grinding during practice. Making yourself a more dynamic presence on the team will show everyone how great of a player you really are.
Ver con claridad importa. Ser visto importa más. Presenta tu receta nueva y recibe un 40% de descuento en lentes en la compra de un par completo. Nadie cuida tus ojos mejor que Pearl.
Some dreams are pure fantasy. Others feel familiar. Some dreams make you feel like you're flying. This dream comes with a 165-point inspection and unlimited mileage warranty. Find your dream Mercedes during Mercedes-Benz Dream Days with exceptional offers on a certified pre-owned C-Class sedan now through July 31st.
Looking for the GOAT of roofing and siding? Ace of all trades isn't just good. We're the greatest of all time when it comes to quality, reliability, and craftsmanship exterior work. Roofing, siding, gutters. If it's outside of your home, the GOAT gets it done right. Let's just ask the GOAT ourselves. See, even the GOAT. AOAT Extreme.com.
Those nice ankles on full display back there in Atlanta in the Rooms to Go Lounge. Well, Sale did throw 30 pitches last inning, CJ, so now he's at 89. But all in all, 2 hits, no runs, another great outing.
And for Chris Sale, you know what he wants here. He did it after the 4th inning, and he'd love to do it here again in the 6th inning.
Middle part of the Phillies order, starting with Nick Castellanos. Twice tonight, Castellanos has struck out. And as CJ noted, over 20 strikeouts for Castellanos against Sale when these two have squared off. And he gets him to 0-2.
No action in the Braves bullpen. If someone were to get on, I think we might see guys start stretching out and getting loose with pitch number 92, getting ready to be thrown by Sale.
And 1/2 of the 6th.
And that's a thing of beauty right there. But as you mentioned, right at Austin Riley. On Apple TV, everybody, Rich Walsh will be on the call, and making his Apple TV debut, former Brave David Ross.
Really?
Will be in the color chair.
I thought you were going to say it was Philly tomorrow.
And Phillies off.
That will be the start of the Braves-Red Sox series tomorrow night at Truist Park.
And I guess also a former Red Sox. We're going to talk about that for David Ross.
Focus on what's important. And you're off for the homestand. You get a little breather.
Yeah, well, a breather from doing games, but I'll be doing work. I saw some branches that needed to be cut right before I left. And travel baseball season has started, doubleheader tomorrow, so it'll be a busy day.
Maybe a chance to get on the pickleball court a time or two.
I need to get back out there for sure. No doubt I've lost this step. It's been a minute.
I'm sure that meatball sub you crunched earlier will help you.
I don't know.
You didn't eat the bread.
Well, I ate some of it. I lost that battle. And I lost the ice cream battle 2 times this series.
95 in there. Real Muto down looking. One strikeout out away from 2,500 here for Sale in his career.
This is that dig deep, you know you're near the end. Chris Sale painting 95 miles an hour there against JT.
Seven strikeouts tonight, and now he deals to Sosa. Out of play. Oh, 0-2.
How about that second changeup of the night right here? Mentioned 50% of the time I'll be right, but maybe not this time.
Two down, and here comes an 0-2 from Sale to Sosa. Now, fastball.
And good velocity, 96 miles an hour there from Chris Sale. He's sat right about 95 on average tonight.
This pitch will put him up over the century mark. Emergency hack.
Yes, it was. You can see the reaction from Sosa. He didn't like that swing either. He's happy to be alive right now at this plate appearance.
Sosa, the utility infielder, he's filled that role since coming over from St. Louis during the 22 season. Another 1-2, and Sale got him. Career strikeout number 2,500 for Chris Sale. Only the 40th in Major League history to reach that mark. And he gets Sosa to do it, and he does it on the slider. 6 scoreless innings for the reigning Cy Young winner.
Hello again. For those of you who've asked, Danielle's doing a great job taking over as GM here at the Bookstore. And me, I just spent 3 delightful days at the Lava Home Show visiting with so many past customers who expressed what a great home improvement experience they had with the Bookstore. Improving homes, improving lives. It's what we do. When you're happy, we're happy. If you're planning a home improvement this year, call or visit the Bookstore soon. More than you'd expect for less than you thought.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws,
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
and of course, filing an insurance claim. Well, luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
What is that smell?
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats, thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Right now, lease a new 2025 Land Cruiser for $499 a month.
Or lease a 2025 RAV4 for $369 a month.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota. Like
All right, Nick. So it's 11-0 there. It's 6-0 here. And another great outing from Chris Sale. 6 scoreless, and he hits that 2,500 strikeout mark. Pretty special for the lefty.
Yeah, what a nice moment for Chris Sale. It has been a treat for us to watch him here now the last nearly year and a half. What a trade that was for the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, that worked out okay.
Oh, goodness.
So that ball, 2,500, of course, one that they want to keep and authenticate. But the ball boy had to run out and say, wait, don't throw that one in the crowd. We need to keep that one, and they were able to save it. Now Baldwin. Austin had the ball, and he's letting him know he was faking that he was going to throw it away.
Yeah, that kid was panicking a little bit, knowing that he would have heard about it. The count went all over it. Everybody with mini heart attacks there for a second.
And again, only 40 players have hit 2,500. Sale became the 40th. Pretty special. That poor kid. I have my job still. But Joe Ross on out of the pen here, the 6'4" reliever. So Wheeler, then Hernandez, and now Ross to pitch the 7th.
He's been kind of a multi-inning guy, 18 games, 25 in the third innings, 4 home runs allowed. Got both the 4 and the 2-seam fastball, slider, changeup, curveball.
And you might remember him from such games as April 10th in Atlanta when he surrendered that walk-off homer to Ozuna, the marathon game that had the rain delay, went 11 innings.
So he's got great walk rate. You look at it and say, wow, 5.4%. That's excellent. Well, it's 12.2% to lefties and 0% to righties. He has not walked a right-handed hitter this season, but a lot of lefties.
And he walks this lefty, Drake Baldwin. Let's go back to that Ozuna homer off of this reliever, Joe Ross, on April 10th. Do you remember this one well?
It was a night to remember for a lot of different reasons and how late it was. As you can see how few fans were actually there. About 1:30 in the morning at that point?
Yeah. That's our Who's Got the Sauce, brought to you by Zaxby's.
Blooper still had plenty of energy left.
Blooper and Ozuna, they were still rocking and rolling. That homer by Ozuna sealed the series win for Atlanta. Took 2 out of 3. Now this is the second meeting between these two teams. So 4 series that they will go head-to-head this year. Ross ahead 0-2. 96 catches the outside corner, and Ozuna caught looking.
It's a good 2-seam fastball. Watch it come back. It does catch that outside corner.
doubled it 3 trips today for Matt Olson. A bouncer here to the catcher in foul territory. Straightaway center field, sending Rojas back out in front of that 409 side. 2 away down the top of the 7th. Stay tuned for the stretch, brought to you tonight by Synovus with Nick Green and Peter Boylan.
Trying to get some space. It had been a while. We haven't seen it very often.
Austin Riley goes yard.
Austin has now driven in half of those 8 runs for Atlanta.
Yeah. Just give me a moment, folks.
2-run homer here in the 7th.
Now a 2-1 home run here in the 7th.
This feels good, doesn't it? We should do this more often.
I'm in agreement, and again, we talk about this as fans. We're fortunate to have a great seat and to get a feel for the fans and how they're feeling. And just when you get disgruntled, this team just pulls you right back in because you know they're this talented. Again, they came in tonight and they still have 9 outs that they have to get.
Put some food
Against a good team, to do it against a good starter, to put up this 8 spot, it does feel good.
Said put a hat on.
The disheartening news earlier today with A.J. Smith-Shawver going on the IL with an arm injury, but I want to see where this team is at here after a few weeks with Acuna back in the lineup, with Strider, hopefully, knock on wood, staying healthy and in that rotation.
Yeah. Acuna Matata back.
Send us to the stretch with the Braves enjoying an 8-0 lead.
Braves enjoying an 8-0 lead. Acuna Matata.
Ver con claridad importa. Ser visto importa más. Presenta tu receta nueva y recibe un 40% de descuento en lentes en la compra de un par completo. Nadie cuida tus ojos mejor que Phil.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
You remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agents and auto owners makes sense for you. Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah. Hey.
Summer's here. And with a new Toyota, you can go here. Serves us. Here. Woo! And here.
Yeah.
Right now, lease the new 2025 Tacoma SR5 for $309 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
Your summer starts here and just keeps on going.
Toyota, let's go places.
Yeah.
Bathroom remodeling. The Board Store is your one-stop shop for bathroom remodeling. We're a VA-approved provider for veterans as well as meeting the needs of all homeowners. Just replace the tub or shower? We offer acrylic, solid surface and tile, and all the desirable fixtures and accessories. New cabinets, sink, toilet, flooring. It's all here in our showroom. Designers who help you plan provide a clear proposal and a firm price. Carpenters, plumbers, electricians to do it right and on time. Bathroom remodeling.
Hang on, folks. It's your broadcast host, everybody. The main guy of Shady Lane, I think they call him.
Yeah. If you were with us for glove game, the one to change gloves when he had to go and get AJ Smith.
No.
Shinier, so it was more because of the shine.
There he is.
The two-tones, so he's got one that is a little more batted, but still has that black and red look. The first pitch he throws.
First pitch he throws. Hang on, folks. Just foul.
Wait a second, did they just change the call?
How the hell? What the?
Third base umpire Rock Malou signaled foul. There's no question about that. Now, whether Mark Waker, the home plate umpire, said home run, let's see.
Only if it caught any of the foul ball, which it clearly did not.
Yeah, that is foul.
Watch that baseball disappear and not change directions.
Did somebody signal home run? I never saw that, but
he might have just got caught up in the music.
They played the home run music. One to Weston Wilson. Splitter inside.
Splitter inside. That's definitely a foul ball.
A full count here to Wilson.
Full count to Wilson.
30 years old, but he's only played in 60 big league games. A lot of time in the minors. With his backup outfielder.
Montero shaking to that 3-2 split finger, and you saw Drake Baldwin with a pretty high target. We know that pitch more often than not is actually not going to be a strike on its own. Only got one out of every three. So you get the higher target there, knowing that ball should finish at the bottom of the strike zone. In the game, full count.
Slider near the outside corner that he found.
Slider near the outside corner.
They will appeal down, but Wilson did not go. Second walk tonight for the left fielder.
Second walk for the left fielder.
Message from Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Dubs.
Montero deals a 2-2, and now he's got another full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to start.
Ha! Yeah.
And the Braves reliever checks and fires.
Braves reliever checks, fires.
They would not get 2.
They will not get 2.
They do get the lead runner, 1 away.
They do get the lead runner. Well, folks, see you guys tomorrow. This was just a test.
First of all, he puts himself in a good position, and look what Wilson does. You see how he turns in there because he knows.